today's lesson we'll be continuing with basic operations and we'll be looking at multiplication. So let's enjoy this lesson. Please pay close attention as these are the basics we want to get right. So to start with, we're just going to multiply a large number by a single digit number. And we're going to keep it quite straightforward just so we can go through the principle, the concept of what we're trying to do. And then we'll just go slightly more complex in the next part. Alright, so let's say 234 and we will multiply it by 5. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to multiply each of these values here. There's 4 with the 5, and remember that is a 4 because it's a unit. The 3, which represents 30 with the 5, so it'll be 30 times 5, and then the 2, which is 200 times 5. So we're going to go through it, set it out, and see how it looks. So to start with, 4 times 5 we know is 20. So we're just going to write here 20 over here. Now I'm doing it a long way. I'll show you a shortcut as we go along. Right. Now we're going to go 30 times 5. But remember that's 30. So we want to put a 0 here because there's a 0 already. Because it's obviously 30 ends with a 0. So now we can say actually 3 times 5 is 15. So we can put the 1 and the 5 there. Now we're going to go 200 times 5. So now we put 2 zeros because it's 100. And 2 times 5 is 1,000. Or 10, should I say. The total is 1,000. We can now add up these totals. You'll see we go plus over here. 2 plus 5 is 7. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1. So the answer is 1,170. Now that's a long way to look at it. There's naturally a short way. So I'm going to just show you how to do the short way where we carry the numbers. So let's do the exact same question so you can see how we're doing this. Times 5. Okay, so 4 times 5 is 20. So I put the 0 down here and I carry the 2. Okay, now we're going to go 3 times 5. So 3 times 5 is 15 plus 2 is 17. We carry the 1. Now we got 2 times 5 is 10 plus the 1 is 11, and there's your answer, 1,170. Okay, so I hope that rings a bell. It's something you would have done. Now let's look if we start multiplying with 2 digits. Okay, so the focus here is now we're going to multiply by 2 digits. And how does that change from what we did? Let's use the same number of 234 and we will multiply by 25. All right. Here you need to pay very close attention to avoid making careless mistakes. So first we're going to multiply everything with the units. Okay, so remember the 4 is the units, that's our tens, and that's our hundreds. So we're going to multiply everything by the 5 first. So we're just focusing on that 5 and the 25. So 4 times 5 is going to be 20, and I carry the 2. I want to actually put that in a different color. So that's going to be 2. 3 times 5, we know is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. So we've got the 7 there, and we're carrying the 1. 2 times 5 we know is 10, plus the 1 is 11. So that's the same as what we did in the first example. But now we're going to start multiplying everything by the 2, that 25. And the 2 is 20. Remember, it's not a 2 value, it's not a unit, it's a 10. So we have to put our 0 down here first, because we're multiplying by a 10. Alright, now we're going to go 4 times 2 is 8. 3 times 2 is 6. And 2 times 2 is 4. And now we will add up the numbers. So that's 0, 7 plus 8 is 15. Carry a 1. So that becomes 6, 7, 8. And 1 plus 4 is 5. Alright. So the method is exactly the same as the previous one, but remember when you are multiplying by a 10 over here, which is the 2, we've got to add the 0. If we had another unit or digit over here, like a 3, so it was a 300, we would have had 2 zeros here, and then we would have continued. I'm sure you remember this. It's stuff you would have done. Go through the basics, see if it makes sense, and good luck with the exercises.